had challenges and deep discussions and dark discussions about how is this going to work and how will it unfold, and that concept of working in a model where it's not clear, where the contributions aren't always the same, where the participation is not always the same. That's been a challenging piece to work through, because it's not the norm that most of us have experienced. So we've had to challenge our own thinking and put aside some of our own assumptions about partnerships and how they work and what the expectations are, because all of that has been put aside in terms of how C5 works.
I think a big piece is that the initial reaction is why these 4 other organizations, and why are we not just concentrating on what we're doing within Norwood? So it was really important for us, both at a staff level, but also at a board level, to really talk about those benefits of being in that collaboration, to talk about why those are the other 4 agencies that we chose to be part of, and then to start talking about getting them to understand that the spin-off and the indirect benefit to the children and families that we serve is actually quite huge based on this type of a collaboration. So it is always going to be a process, and I think that it's difficult sometimes because we're so busy in our day-to-day lives and we're so focused on what we do as an organization, to then bring in other organizations and to think about what they're doing and how does that impact us, and then how do we integrate that work, sometimes I think feels overwhelming for staff. So I think it's something that you have to continuously not only bring up, but you have to involve the staff. You have to involve them in different initiatives or in different ways, and I think that that's where we are now.
I really think that where we are is where we're supposed to be. It's really been a nice, slow, deliberate, thoughtful process. And fate has intervened a couple of times. You know, I think of the fires up in Fort McMurray. They sort of accelerated our time and relationship to one another by coming together to respond to that. But we've also really organically let our relationship with one another and our how we've woven it into our organizations. I think it's happening in a really thoughtful way, which to me makes it more sustainable when you do it that way. If you just sort of don't flesh out all the details, or you don't have that relationship base, it can get dangerous. It can get fragile, right? So the bumps could be potential ending bumps for certain initiatives to take off if you're not real thoughtful about that.